Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and we are going to work on this little journal today. This is the Flex Hinge journal that I showed you last week, I guess. And I'm going to link the two videos where I made the cover, and then I put the pages on down below. But we're going to work on this one today. Now, I've got lots of things drug out here. I don't know what all I'll use and what all I won't. I've got the peaches, peaches, I've got peaches, yes I do. I've got the peach tea digital printed, and I shouldn't have printed one on both sides, but I did, and that's okay. I'll figure it out, I'll get over it. I think I'm going to put this on the back. I'm going to go ahead and cover the back, because if I don't, I will end up not covering it and then need to. Oh, that was stuck. Sorry about that. And I've got a digital printing, and it is the first one, not the first one I've done, but the first one from the suggestions that you guys gave me last month on digitals that you would like to see done. I've got one finished, and I wanted to go ahead and print it out and let you see. And then she didn't name it, so I named it, and I'll let you see it as soon as we finish up here. Hopefully, if I don't forget. Please don't let me forget. Maybe I won't. She had two suggestions, and they were both so similar that I combined the digital kit and just made it a little bit larger. So, okay, we're going to put that on the back, and I just want to make sure that I'm putting it the right way up. Yeah, it's exciting to see some of them come together and get made and all of that, because I have been working on a lot. I mean, we had a ton. I think I had 35 different suggestions, so that's 35 kits. That takes me a few days, but I'm getting close. I mean, I'm not getting close to finishing, but I'm getting close to finishing the first few anyway. I have other things I have to work on, so it's just one of those things. It takes me a little bit. And you know, I'm a lot slower than I used to be. No, you can't believe that, can you? Okay, I think that'll work right there. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, I've got my hinges a little bit loose. You know, I told you when you started making yours to make sure that your hinges were not quite as loose as mine. My back one especially is loose. So I want to tighten that up a little bit. And the only way that I could see to tighten it up was either take it all back apart, or there's another option, and I'm going to take the second option. I am going to just clip this hinge. Hopefully this is going to work. I clip that hinge right off the edge. We're going to hinge it back together, don't worry. And if I had practiced this, I could have probably told you all of the do's and don'ts, but I didn't. So that's why when I was making the video, I tried to go in and put little notes on there and say, don't do that, do that, don't do that. Okay. Now let's make sure that we get it in the right place. So this is going to be the back. So I'm just going to lay this out like this. This one's going to go here. And this is something that you can do if you did like I did. I'm just going to make sure now that I've got all of my pieces and parts the right way up before I do anything else, because I don't want to put some of them in upside down. So that is going to go right there. Now, there's 2 or 3 options that you can do. You can use some brown tape and just cut it in half and tape right down through there, and then put lace and trim on top of it, which is probably what I'm going to do. Or you can just use some canvas, you know, cut it, put it down through there. Either way, it's going to work. I'm just going to use a little bit of this brown tape. It's pretty strong, and I think it's going to hold real well because we're going to put a signature in there, so I don't want it to be, you know, flimsy, and I don't want, when I start punching holes in it, I don't want it to go anywhere. I was going to put a floating, like a little floating signature in there, but that would still call for it being a little bit stronger than what I had made it. Okay, sorry about that. I had a customer I had to stop out. Let's see. I'm going to put that right there. I'm just going to try to make sure that all of these little pieces are even here. And I've got my tape torn. Look at me move it. Hopefully that's straight-ish. I think I'm going to cut a little bit more of that off. I don't want it to cover over these, even though I'm going to put lace over it. I just want this to be big enough to hold. This stuff is so sticky. And this is just, oh, it's just a brown tape. I don't know. It's really a packing tape, but I use it a lot of times just like this because it works so well. I can't stop moving it. I'm a klutz. All right, before I press that down, I'm going to look and see. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, we'll press it down now. Okay, so even though it come a little bit out this way, that's okay because I'm going to put lace there, so that's not a problem. Now, if you are making yours now, all you need to do is make your hinges a little bit narrower. Don't make them 1/4 of an inch like I did. Make them about 1/8 wide. Where I folded mine, you know, I made them, let me just show you one. It's hard to tell you. Like here, where I folded them, that's 1/4 of an inch. Instead of making that 1/4, make it like 1/8 or something. It gives it too much room when it's 1/4. So, oh, did I put that on upside down? Please tell me I didn't. Did I? No, I didn't. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to put a piece on the inside right here. Just, again, just to hold this a little bit tighter since I'm going to put signatures in here. You may not have to do this. I may be doing overkill, but I don't want my signatures to be loose. I like for them to be nice and tight. Now, on this tape, when you use it, make sure you get it down where you want it to begin with, because if you don't, it will tear your paper. So, it's just like, and you could put a little bit of your glue stick on there before you put it down, but it's pretty strong. Okay. So now, I think that's going to be nice. And then we'll put some really pretty lace over that. Yes, that's going to be nice and tight, but it will have some expansion room. Now that tape is sticky right there, so I'm going to put another little piece down through there, just so that I don't, okay, I didn't know I had a little piece torn there. Just so that I don't have that sticky, and to hold that piece too. Because all of these sections are going to have lace on them, so I heard from a lot of you guys, you said you was having some weather just like us. Hot, hot, hot. I think everywhere is. It's miserable. And it's very, very dry. I'm just hoping there's not a lot of fires that start up. Now, if you had rather put your sections together just with tape or, you know, things, just lace, whatever, and not do the little hinges, you can do that too. You do not have to do the hinges. Okay, if I do it again, I'll just make my little separations in the hinges a little bit narrower. All right, got that one taped. That one's taped. That one's taped. All right, that feels nice and snug now. Nothing is slipping and sliding. So I like that. Okay, now that caused my center one to be a little bit sticking out a little bit, but that's okay with me because I'm going to let some of my pages kind of stick out too, put lace on the end of them, so I'm going to decorate them up where that's not going to matter. But if that bothers you, you can always just cut that one a little bit shorter. Cut that center one. It's the very middle one that's doing that one. But since I'm going to decorate mine up, I'm not going to worry about it. Now I need to cover these pages, so let me put my tape away. And again, I should have not printed on the back of some of these, and I went ahead and done it anyway, but not a biggie. It'll be all right. Let's see. It would be nice if I could use this one to cover both, but it's a little bit too little. I'm going to go down to about right there. And in case you're wondering, if you've not watched any of the other videos, this is made from file folders. So can you believe that it's the last of July? Where did July go? Does anybody know? That's crazy. Unreal. Going by too fast this year is. Now let's see if I can slide this down in there. This, I'm going to turn it around. This glue is so tacky today. It's not wanting to do anything that I want it to do. Put it like that. And then I'm just going to hopefully raise it up and use my ruler to stick it down in there. Try not to tear it. There we go. Okay, I pulled it loose just a little bit right there. We'll glue it back up. Just remember to put your pages, these pages down before you fold that bottom up. I didn't, because I was making it as I was filming, so I got to refill. I'm almost out of glue in here. So that's that one. Then we just need one here. I think I'll just go with this one. And if I don't have enough to do my signatures, I will just print some more. Not a biggie. That should be better. Yeah, this little edge, it's like I've glued it a little bit too much. Just going to put my ruler down in there. Now then, that'll go in. So we just need to punch our hole. Not punch our hole, but punch our corner. Well, Alicia, I talked to her a little bit ago. She said she's feeling better, and now Melina's sick, so I think they're passing something around. I told them to just not pass it to me. They can keep it. Between everything that I got going on already, I don't want that. Which I know they don't want it either. Let's see, right there. Yeah, so much easier if you put this down before you fold your bottom up. So much easier. Okay, here we go. Got that. Now we've got all of these covered, all of our pages. The only thing that we need to do now is put these little pieces at the bottom. And I'm just going to trim that off a bit right there. Then we'll be ready for our signatures. And I could have done this before the video, but I wanted you guys, a lot of people had no clue how I was going to tighten this up, so I wanted you to see that. Go. And if you don't have brown tape and you want to use tape, you can use any kind of packing tape, any tape that's really strong. And then, you know, always just cover it over with fabric. Or you can just go ahead and put your fabric on in the very beginning and not worry about it. And again, I need to try to put a little bit of ink on this. Not so important, but it just helps to distinguish that pocket there. Okay, there we go. So we've got everything covered. And now we are ready for some signatures. Okay, I know I want a signature here. And I know I want a signature there. What I was trying to decide the other day is if I was going to put one here and here and here. We could put 5 in here. That's going to be a lot. 2, 3, 4, 5. But if we only use 5 pages for signature, I think we'll be good. I think that's what I will do. Let me grab some paper. And I do believe these are going to fit, and I won't have to trim them, but I'm going to check here and see. Oh yeah, they're going to be good. I won't have to trim them. Now, if you make it a different size, of course, you'll have to decide if you need to trim yours or not. I love this collection. But I love peach, the color peach, creams, that kind of thing, so I'm just going to alternate the way I put these together. I mean, both sides are going to show, but I'm just going to fold one way and another one the other way. So I need one more signature, don't I? I've got some extra paper drug out here, so no, I actually need 2 more signatures. Let's see. Do you know what? I may not put one in this middle part. I may not put one here. I may just put lots of tags and things in there. That way we'll just have 4. That'll be easier for me, and I won't have to go back and print more pages, hopefully. So that's 2 of each. Let's see if I've got enough to do one more of each one. I think I do. There's one there. One there. One there. Okay, and then we're going to put some odd pages, as I call them. They're not really odd, they're just different pages that I like to put as inserts. So there's one. And they may not all get the same thing, and that's okay by me. I don't try to make sure that they get, each one of them gets the same identical thing. I don't try to do that. Makes it more creative if you don't, I think. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to tear this in half and use it. This is some of that handmade paper off of Amazon. And it's... I got it given to me and I'm trying to hoard it. I don't want to use it all up because that's all I've got. Okay, we can put some of these in there. All right, I'll lay that there for now. Now I've got a little bit of vellum. I thought I would put some vellum in here. So I'm going to tear it this way first. Hopefully. I don't want to move anything off my desk, so we're going to see if it tears. I think this was some of the Tim Holtz vellum that we got last year sometime. I don't have, I mean, all I have is what's in my stash. I don't have any more extra. And then I'm just going to tear off this little extra piece and we can use it for embellishing. So, and I want the bird, I think. Well, let's see, I need to fold it a little bit more to get his beak. And it's going to have a little place on there where I folded, but that's okay. There we go. Extra. Then what do I have? I have this page. Just a page from my stash. Don't even remember where this come from. I was just kind of looking through for some browns, and now this one, I will have to put something on the back, but that'll give us an opportunity to do some decorating on a blank page like we've done before, like I've shown you. Oh, so the email that I sent out yesterday, I've got like 30 responses on that, as far as people giving me suggestions on things that they would like to learn. And that's great. Thank you guys so much, because my main thing in starting a YouTube channel was to teach people. I wanted to teach. I love teaching. And I have been very laxed on that in the last few years. I've gotten so busy with other things that I've just kind of let it slide. So I want to get back to that. But instead of just jumping in and saying, I'm going to teach this today, I wanted ideas from you guys as to what you would want to learn, what you would want to pick up on. And, you know, maybe you want to start a store or a YouTube channel or whatever. So that's what I'm going to do. And if I don't know it, you know, if there's something that I don't know how to do, and there's lots of things I don't know how to do, then I'll figure it out. And I'll, you know, I'll ask for help, and I'll say, this is the help that I got, and this is what we need to do. Because I'm not too proud to ask for help. But basically what I don't know, Betty will know. Believe me, that girl, she knows a lot about everything. This is an Italian book page that I got from Rachel. And you can tell this book was never even read because it was not ever torn apart. And this is, what kind of paper is this? It's like fabric. I've done forgot the name of it now, but that's what it is. My mind just went blank. I'll think of it in a minute and I'll go, oh yeah, that's what paper that is. Okay, I know I've kind of got this all messed up around here and you don't know what's what, but let me go ahead and fold this over. So this is one signature right here. And these are going to be a little bit bigger than what I thought, but that's going to be okay, I think. So that'll be one. Keep pulling that flower out. And if you're wondering who Rachel is when I refer to Rachel, she's off of Roxy Creations on YouTube. She lives in Italy, and I order some things from her every night, like once a year, because the shipping is so much. I only order it like once a year. But I had gotten these pages from her last year sometime. Put this one on this side. Rag paper, that's what this is. Rag paper. And you can tell the difference in it just when you feel it. Alright, so there's 4 signatures right there. And each one of them's got about 7 to 8 pages in them. So what we're going to do now is decide how we want these pages, what we want in the front. So I think I want that one in the front. So we'll put that one, then we'll put a rag paper, and then we'll put, whoops, this one. And I may have way too many, and if I do, that's okay. We can always use them somewhere else in the journal. This one. And that page. And I think in the middle, I'm just going to use the vellum and this for my middle part right there. So that's the first signature, and it'll go right there. Okay. Let's see about this one. Alright. I think we'll start off with that. And then I'm going to just try to do the opposite of what I did. I'm going to put that there, and then maybe this piece there. Then we'll put another one of these. I hope this helps somebody. If it does, let me know. I have people all the time that ask me to show putting signatures together, but I don't want to do it if it's not helping you. Okay, I was just making sure I had that the right way up. And then I think I'll put that there, and then this for the center part. And this is some straw paper. So that is the second signature. Okay, so that one will go there. That works out. And then we're not going to put one there. We're going to put one here. So we don't need to use that in the beginning. So let's use this one. Let's see, let's go the opposite. Peach. And then this one. And straw paper. That feels like 2. Then one of these. Then I'm going to put that in there. And I think I'll go ahead and put this and that, like that. Because I can always add on to those, make extensions and flip outs and things. So that's where we're going to do that, I think. And then we'll put one right here, and that'll be our last one. So let's go with this one first. Then my rag paper. I think I'm going to flip this one like that. So it'll kind of alternate them. That. And then that. Then we'll put these. So that one, and then I'm just gonna stick this one right there in the middle. So that will be our fourth signature. It will go there. So that is gonna make a nice journal. Ah, cool. I like that. And then we've still got lots of flexibility here. So we've still got lots of room that we can expand. All right, so I am going to probably, you guys have seen me put the signatures in before. You've seen me poke the holes and use the journal tool to put all the signatures in. You would do this the same way as you would do any other. Just start with one signature. And I would start at the back, put it down in your journal tool, poke your holes, put your string through, and then go to the next one and the next one. And I usually clip them together when I go to the next one. That way it holds a little bit better. But you've seen me do that so many times. So I'm going to clip this together. And I'll do that part off screen. And then right now what we're going to do is hopefully work on some of these tags and things. So I think I'm going to make some of these. Make a few and then I'll let you guys go. Oh! Did you see me do that? I had my ruler upside down. I was looking at outside and I had the ruler upside down. But I'm not going to waste this. What I will do is I will cut that off and just make a shorter one. Because I made a bubba, as my little one used to say. I made a bubba. She didn't say a boo-boo, she'd say bubba. I made a bubba. Okay. No biggie. Just my mess up. And I don't think I'm going to put anything on the inside of these. I think they'll be strong enough because I printed this on 28-pound paper. And then I'm going to put 28-pound paper on the back. So I think they're going to be strong enough. If I can keep from making another bubba. Not long enough. Okay. Well, I told you a story, didn't I? That's not 28-pound paper. I probably should have put something else on there. That's the first one I grabbed, so we're going to go with it. It'll be alright. It'll just be a little bit thinner of a tag than what I normally make. But for this journal, it'll probably be better. Okay, let's see if we can do this little short one correct. Now these are some wide tags. If you don't want your tags this big, you can always print them like 2 to a page. I like big tags. I don't like little tags. So I try to make most of my tags big, but I don't make them quite this big for a regular journal because a lot of times your regular journals won't hold one this big. But this journal will. Now, I'm just going to show you how hopefully, these tags will go in. And they're not dry yet, so they're still kind of flopping up a little bit, but that's okay. They'll dry and they'll lay down. But see, they're going to be just the right size, so you don't have to put 2 or 3 in there. And you could even use a short one here if you wanted to, so you could see the rest of that page. See that little top part up there? We'll make a narrow one for that. And let's see, here we go. Now I would put a different one in here just because this is a lot of flowers together. So I'll put a different one in there. We could put this here. I think it will go. Yes, it will. And then we need to cover that with something. I may cover that with lace. And then there's places for 2 more large tags. So once we get tags and things in here, this is going to be nice. It feels good already. And somewhere I'm going to try to find a place to put some of these flowers. I think they go good with this collection. I don't know where just yet. I just pulled them out to look at them. But I think that's all I'm going to do for this video. I'm going to go ahead and put these signatures in, and then the next time that we work on this one, we'll be just adding some pockets and other tags and ephemera, and this will be ready to go. We'll put our lace and everything on the outside, and it'll be ready. Alright guys, that is the journal for today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you are giving this a try. If you have any problems, just leave me a comment, let me know, and I will try to help you any way I can. Don't forget to go over to the blog and leave a comment letting me know what you would like help on. If you want to start a YouTube channel, if you want to learn how to do digitals, I've got to get back on the Canva teaching. Anything that you're thinking about that you want to try. Maybe you want to quit your job and earn money, selling your journals or something. Just let me know and I'll be happy to help you any way that I can. Well, this is future me popping back in here because, as usual, I forgot to show what I told you I was going to show at the end of the video. All right, this collection was suggested by Diana Christensen. And her 2 suggestions were colorful butterflies, a digital that had colorful butterflies, and then a digital that had butterflies and fall flowers. So this is the collection that I came up with for you, Diana. And I haven't put the background pages on this yet. I haven't even made those up. Those will be ready and available probably about tomorrow when I put this kit in the store. But it's got 20 pages in it, so it'll have 20 background pages, and then I'm going to make probably 6 ephemera pages. So I'm just going to show you the collection right now. And what we're going to call this is Diana's Flutter into Fall. Flutter into Fall, because we've got her butterflies, fall flowers, fall colors, and I love it. I didn't know how I was going to go on this one. This was the very first comment that we got when we started this challenge, and I didn't really know how I was going to go on it, but once I started pulling in fall butterflies, fall flowers, things like that, then it kind of just come together. And of course, I had to add old book pages in the background. Isn't this pretty? So Diana, you had a wonderful idea. And then that one I wanted to add some different shades in there. As this one. And it just looks like a bouquet laying on some old book pages that are all crinkled up. There. And then this one left some room on one side that, you could do journaling if you wanted to. So some of them are very busy, and then some of them are not quite so busy. And then this one's a little bouquet in a jar, I guess a vase. And then some, just dead looking branches that a lot of times you go out and pick those up and put them in. And of course some different colored little butterflies fluttering around. And that looks like it's, I wanted this to look like it was kind of at the ocean, but I don't know if I captured that or not, but that's supposed to be kind of the ocean in the background there. But that is it. That is Diana's Flutter into Fall collection. And Diana, as soon as I get the other parts of this made, if you'll send me your email, I will send you the downloads for this full collection. You got it for free for making the suggestion. And as soon as I get the other ones made, as I get them made, I will be showing them on the video and then tell who made them. And if you didn't give it a name, then I'll name it myself. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. I'll leave all the links below, the link to the blog as well. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.